Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to today's lesson. What we're going to be looking at today is angles in a triangle. Angles in a triangle. Okay, now the thing with angles in a triangle, and you just have to learn, they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, it's vital that you remember this. Right, so let's take a look at how to use this very quickly. E.g., how big is angle D? And I'm just going to draw this triangle freehand, okay? So I've got this is 30, they give me this is 36, this is 87, and they say this is angle D, and they say how big is angle D? Alright, so my structure for this is quite important as well. So I've got angle D equals 180 minus 36 minus 87. Now, the reason why I can say that, and remember, if you watch the previous video, whenever you're doing anything in geometry, if you write it down, you have to write the reason why you can say that, why you can write that down. And the reason for this is sum of angles in a triangle equals 180 degrees. Okay, that's the reason why I can say that. You either put it underneath or you put it next to it. I don't have space next to it, so I put it underneath. Okay, so then I can work it out. Okay, so angle D equals 180 minus 36 minus 87 is 57 degrees. 57 degrees. Okay, piece of cake. Alright, the important thing is the structure of this. I write it down. Why can I say that? Because of that. Okay, get into the habit with geometry with that. Okay, next one. The only way, well, before I go on to the next one, the thing that I want to quickly remind you about is two types of special triangles. Okay, now you should have learned in junior school about scalene triangles where no sides and no angles are equal. Okay, isosceles triangles where two sides are equal and two angles, and equilateral where all sides and all angles are equal. Now that's the one thing that you must remember. You must remember, because they can use this, is that an isosceles triangle has two sides that are equal. But conversely as well, it has the two opposite base angles, or they don't have to be on the base, they can be any angles, as long as they're opposite the equal sides. Those two angles are also equal. And then equilateral triangles, I'm going to try and draw this accurately, it looks more like an isosceles. Equilateral triangles have all three sides equal. And then also, because of that, they have all three angles equal. So equilateral triangles are only one where you can immediately say it equals 60 degrees because it's an equilateral triangle. 180 divided by 3. Okay, alright. So you have to remember those two special triangles because they can ask you, they can give you this one, and they can say it's isosceles, find the top one. Okay, well, they haven't given me this one, but I can use the fact that it's isosceles to infer that one. Alright, so let's look at one more example. Okay, pretty straightforward, and this is really what I can see is the only way that they can kind of make this slightly more challenging without getting into more other things. Just staying pure, sum of angles in a triangle, is if they throw you one of these. Okay, a scalene triangle, no sides or angles are equal. So they've got 60 degrees, they've got here 3A, and they've got here A. And they say find the size of A. Alrighty then. So what can we write down? Let's write this down properly. I've got 3A plus angle A plus 60 degrees must equal 180. So that's what I can say. And the reason why I can say that is because of this. Because the sum of the angles in a triangle equals 180 degrees. Okay. That's the reason why I can write down this line. Okay. And now, this is just an equation with one variable. Let's just solve it. So 3A plus A is 4A plus 60 equals 180. I'm going to use BIDMAS backwards and opposite to the other side. Opposite plus 60 is minus 60. 4A stays on this side. 180 minus 60 is 120. Opposite of times by 4 is divided by 4. 120 divided by 4 is 30 degrees. Done. Alrighty. So that's where they can mix a little bit of geometry with a little bit of algebra and put it all together. Okay. Not too tricky. But this is important. Why can I say this? Because of that. Okay. It does get more challenging. Don't think that it's going to be a walk in the park the whole way. It is going to get more challenging, but also then much more interesting as well. Alright. So, sum of angles in a triangle. DU double N. Done. Okay, go check it out. Remember, I'm here for you.